So we got Gervonta Tate Davis versus Mario Barrios confirmed for the summer. Um, I'm here just to give an early prediction on this fight. You know, a lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people think it's a bad idea. You know, I feel, you know, 50-50 on the situation. You know, on one hand, Tank Davis is a big boy. You know, I think he has grit and a lot of dog in him. He's struggling. We saw him struggle to make weight in the past at 135, 130s. It seems like he's outgrowing those weight classes. So the next best thing for him might be just to move up to 140 pounds. But then on the other hand, you know, we saw him fight Yuriorkis Gamboa at 135. And we saw the difference in his stamina. We saw the difference in his punching power. Even his speed was kind of compromised. He still had his speed, but you can tell, it wasn't the same as he was at 130. And the win against Yuriorkis Gamboa, to me, was questionable because, yeah, while he did drop him a few times, you got to ask yourself something, man. This is Tank Davis, right? Gervonta Tank Davis, the guy who is known for his KO power. Why didn't he knock Gamboa down? I mean, knock him out. You know, like everybody was saying that he has this power, his crazy KO power. Why didn't he manage to get him out, especially after Gamboa's leg was damaged? Oh, you know, Gamboa is, you know, he's a vet. He knows how to survive. Absolutely, I agree with that to a certain extent, but we're talking about Tank here, right? This is a guy that people always talking about his power, how he has one punch KO power, and he managed to stop Gamboa in 12 rounds, and Gamboa had a stretched out calf muscle, or you know, he busted his Achilles, and he still was fighting. And then even through that, you saw him catching Tank with some shots, piecing him up. And if I'm making this up, show me where I'm making this up at to the Tank fanboys. Okay, now he's moving up from 135 to 140. His power is going to be very questionable. Even it's definitely going to be questionable now. Can he carry his 130 power or some of his somewhat 135 power up to 140 to make some noise and to wreck shit? And I don't think so, man. I don't see it. Mario Barrios is I guess that's the litmus test. You know, because he's the WBA champion. He's the world. He's not the super champion. The super champion, I believe, is Josh Taylor. So Mario Barrios is what they would call, I guess, the secondary champion, right? So I guess Floyd decided, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and put Tank in there with a champion, I guess, to make it seem like he's fighting one of the top champions. When, you know, the WBA is one of those sanctioning bodies that have all of these different 1,000 belts and shit like that. So the super is really what they would call the official real champion of, you know, WBA. So what would happen? How's this fight gonna go when they fight? I'm putting big question mark over Tank Davis, man, because I seen him struggle with Gamboa at 135. He was doing his thing down at 130 against subpar competition. 135, he struggled. Then he fought Leo Santa Cruz, made him come up, right? So then you gotta ask yourself, man, 140, how is this guy gonna do when he couldn't even get? I mean, look, yeah, I know vets know how to survive and everything, but he knocked the dude down a few times, man. And he got up and fought like almost like it didn't even bother him. So comes the question is, can he hurt Mario Barrios? This is boxing, absolutely. But you got to keep in mind, this is, like I said, these dudes, the higher you go up, everybody knows you face harder punches. It's different. It's like somebody at 147 going to 154. They can take punches from 147 pounders, but then when it comes to 154, you're talking a whole nother bowl of sharks, man. So I think, throughout this, I think this fight is going to go 12 rounds. Only because I think Tank has a pretty good, looks like he might have a good chin. I don't know yet because we haven't seen Tank hit by a power puncher. So I can only assume he has a decent chin. I can't say he has a great chin yet. So that's a problem here in this fight because Mario Barrios has great power. He has good power. Seen this dude knock people out. And it looked like the hits, you were like, damn, he didn't even really generate that much power, or so it seems like he didn't generate much power. And he's knocking dudes out to the body, one shot. Can Tank handle that? We don't know. And I've seen Tank, he struggled with the Gamboa. I'm telling you, like, man, that was supposed to be a showcase fight, I guess, man. I'm not sure what the Gamboa fight was supposed to do for Tank. But if anything, it kind of exposed a few things, man, with him in this division, in my belief. So I think Barrios is going to go to the body a lot in this fight. In that fight, he's longer, rangier, longer reach. He's going to give Tank problems. He's going to touch Tank to the face. Leo Santa Cruz did it. Gamboa did it. Unless Tank decides, okay, I can't fight Mario Barrios like I did Gamboa or Leo Santa Cruz. This dude has power. So unless Tank decides to use more head movement, better defense. He has great, twitch reflexes and great. He has defense when he wants to. Like, he got good movement. He got good head movement. I've seen Tank move his head. He does have good movement. But I guess to power punches that don't have power, or he can take their power, I guess he likes to walk forward through them. And I'm not sure if he can take Mario Barrios' power. So he probably have a different strategy. But I still see him getting frustrated, and probably the dog is going to come out of him at some point. And he going to make it a dog fight with Barrios, and then that's when it's going to get dangerous. It can get dangerous for Barrios as well, but definitely more dangerous for Tank because, like I said, we don't know if he carried his power to hurt Barrios up to 140. And after watching 135, after watching him fight Gamboa, I think it might be safe to say he's not going to carry his power well up there. And I think Mario Barrios is going to win this fight. It's going to, I believe this fight is going to, it might not end in a knockout because Tank has dog in him. Can he take his hits? We don't know. He never got hit flush like by a power puncher like that. So I'm going to have to go out on a limb and say Tank is going to scrap it out to a 12th round decision for Mario Barrios. But I think Tank is going to get battered up really bad in that fight for some reason. So when they fight, I believe Tank is going to get beat. If he gets beat bad, I think they'll probably throw in the towel, man. I can see that happening, but I more realistically, I see Tank surviving to the 12th round, but barely surviving to the 12th round with a battered face, almost out of there. But that dog in him won't let him quit. And if he's able to move around, much more head movement, where it doesn't look like he's getting pummeled, then Barrios is gonna carry him to the 12th round. But if he's getting beat really bad and slow, sluggish, the body shots might slow him down. and that's why this is kind of like a hard one. But I definitely got Mario Barrios winning this fight. Um, it could possibly end in a stoppage to the body. I'm trying to visualize it now because I'm looking at them fighting in my head like I always do with these fight predictions. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I gotta I have to, yeah, I have to readjust that prediction, guys. I see Mario Barrios stopping Tank Davis in the 11th round to the body. I'm just getting that vibe. 11th round stoppage, Mario Barrios. Uh, I think Tank is very limited. I think his career is going to be limited, bro. I don't think he's going to really make any noise at 140 if he decides to make that where he's going to be campaigning. I think his glory is 130, man. And he can't make that weight anymore. He struggles a couple times. So I think his career, I think, is going to be limited, man. And I think Floyd knows it. And it's sad, but that's just the name of the game, man. So I got Floyd. I got Mario Barrios stopping Tank in the 11th round. You heard it here first. It's Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all later. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment.